Thank you very much, Tim. So, John, firstly, how are your nerves doing for today?
Badly.
It was heartbreak at York last week, the chance to secure some. The home form's been really good since the turn of the year. Just got to put all their focus now, getting that at least a point today.
Yeah, ideally a win, please, just to settle the nerves. But I can hardly believe it's come to this, but it has. And they really do have to stand up and be counted today.
Yeah, most certainly. And lastly, what do you make of the team with Casey, Luke and Brown all coming into the side?
Well, I'm guessing Wilkinson's injured, and that's why Casey's been recalled. I'm glad to see Reece Brown playing up top. I think he's a quality player. Let's hope he can score some goals today. So
it's a massive one here at the Layford Community Stadium. Woking need a point to secure survival. Back to you in the studio, Tim. It does look like it is going to be a sellout here at the Layford Community Stadium. So that is fantastic to see, and hopefully they'll all be rewarded with a fantastic match and hopefully survival.
Yeah, I think it's a brilliant idea. I mean, obviously, you know, just looking around the ground now, the KRE is already absolutely packed out. The other big stand behind the goal, that's nearly full. It's a great initiative, but it's also payback, I think, for the way Woking have performed this season. What their formation is, Kyle?
I'm a little bit confused myself. I've guessed a 3-4-3, but I could be completely wrong. I think in Hosanna and Conway might be the wing back. That would be great, John, if you could quickly give him the Hello everyone. So it has all come down to this. Woking need a point to secure National League survival. It has been a long old season for the Cards. Michael Doyle has come in and he's put them on the right track. They just need to get that draw today. They missed a chance to secure survival at York City last week, but now in front of a packed Layford Community Stadium, there is no better way to secure a 5th season of National League football. So let's talk you through the lineups, starting with Woking's. They make 3 changes from that defeat last week to York City. In come Casey, Luca and Brown in place of Wilkinson, Corboa and Kendall. So lineup before was Jaskalainen in goal. Looks like it's going to be back 3, Casey, Cuthbert and Odusina. Moss and Burko be the wing backs. Burko certainly not shy of a big goal here at the Layford Community Stadium. Looks like it's going to be Akinola, Edwards and with Luca supporting Brown. As for AFC Fylde, their lineup consists of Chris Neal, Bryce Hosanna, Adam Long, Sam Graham, Connor Barrett, John Oosterbassi, Max Conway, Danny Whitehead, Danny Adshed, and Danny Ormerod and Ethan Mitchell. So it's a massive one here today, and Ricky benches for Woking is Ricky Corboa, Lewis Walker, Manny Oyeleke, Dion Kelly-Evans and Charlie Kendall. That's AFC Fylde. It's Steer Richardson, Luke Conlon, Owen, Jarrett Evans, Tom Walker and Jack Morris. So, John, massive day for Woking Football Club. Again, I already asked you this, but the nerves probably getting worse at the moment. The nerves are probably getting worse at the moment for you, John, as it goes on.
Absolutely, yes.
And again, it's a massive one for Woking, John. And again, with Luca, Jane Luca played that magic role in behind Reece Brown that could really cause some problems.
Yeah, it's interesting that Mick Hartford from Luton is here today.
Yeah, I saw Martin Tyler's here today as well.
Yeah, I had a long chat with him. He's here to cheer on the boys. He's nervous as well, can you believe?
Excellent. But again, the home form under Michael Doyle has been really good. Home form under Michael Hall's been really, really good since he's come in over the last few months. So hopefully they can that could be the crowning glory today, securing survival.
Well, I hope so, because the big problem all season, as everyone knows, has been scoring goals. And really what we don't want is obviously Boreham Wood winning and Woking needing to win, and it's getting near the end, then it's going to get incredibly nervous. Woking need to really, if they can, get their noses in front. But it's such a difficult one to call, isn't it? With so much to play for.
So most certainly we are underway then. Woking just need that point. A long ball from the goalkeeper, Chris Neal, headed out of play from Timmy Odesina. So again, Woking have had so many memorable home moments for the past few months. Burko's winner against Barnet, Corbo's against Gateshead. Far take a throw on the far side. Headed down from Casey. Headed from Odesina towards halfway. Looks like it'll be a throw to Fylde again. Out on that far side for Max Conway to take. Just waiting to receive a ball.
So Woking playing with their 5 or 3 at the back. Casey now, interestingly, is one of those centre backs playing on the left hand side, replacing Wilkinson.
Yeah, ball hooked towards the box, which Odesina just needs to protect on the byline on the far side, and does really well there against Danny Ormrod to win Woking the goal kick. Of course, we'll keep you updated on all the other National League scores. Again, one of the key games, of course, is Bournemouth against Ebbsfleet. That's a real shootout for survival. And that game is the reason why Woking only need a point today. This gives 5 of the Suns out here at the Layfake Community Stadium. Goal kick from Jaskalainen. Just sails over halfway. It's a flick on from Moss. Pressure from Jane Luca on the far side. Great work from Jane Luca. Luca plays it down the lines. He played Brown through into the box, and the offside flags up. That was a good early open there in the first minute and a half for Woking. One ball forwards, and Jane Luca picked up a really nice pocket space. Reece Brown tied his run too early, but John, that's exactly the start you want to see Woking make.
Yeah, Woking need to get Luca on the ball as much as possible. We know he can make things happen.
Most certainly, and goal kick here, free kick here for Chris Neal to take on the far side for Fylde. Neal clips it down the left-hand side, flicked in field from Ustabasi. And it will be a throw to Woking. There's a flick on there. Like the ball had already travelled out of play when it was flicked on from Ustabasi. So a throw for Odesina to take. That's not a throw to remember at all from Timmy Odesina. Straight out for a foul throw there. And that was it's a pretty simple throw for Odesina to make, but again, understandable with the nerves today. In fact, I think it will be a retake, actually. It will be. So it'll be Scott Cuthbert to take the throw this time. 2.5 minutes in it at the Layfake Community Stadium. Cuthbert takes the throw. Flicked on from Moss. I thought Moss got the last touch. Must have come off Ustabasi last. It's another throw for Woking, midway inside the foul half. Taken down the right hand side from Moss. Control from Luca, backing into his man Conway. Luca just lost control of the ball. It's out of play for a throw to Fylde. How Woking would love that early goal just to settle the nerves around the ground today. So Max Conway to take the throw here for Fylde. It's on the midway inside the half on the far side. Conway takes it, bounce on halfway. Odesina meets it with his head. Now headed from Moss, flicked on from Anderson. Brown chasing it down. It's played back to Neal. Brown not giving up the chase there. Neal squares it for long attempts. Long ball with block from Anderson. Now headed from Odesina. Into the feet of Luca. Luca, edge of the box, lovely turn. Jane Luca, still Jane Luca. Wonderful work for Luca, shot blocked. It's a bright start from Woking now. Now Adchek can come away with the ball. Now Edwards retrieves it back and flicks it to his left. Here comes Burko, down left-hand side, being stopped in his tracks though. Burko plays it in field. Now Anderson back towards Burko. As Burko bundled down to the ground. It is a free kick to Woking. A really quick start. It was Adchek who brought him down. Nice combination play though between Anton and Burko. And John, 4 minutes played here, and Woking putting all the pressure on so far.
Yeah, there's no sign of any nerves, which is good to see. They're knocking the ball around, looking confident, wanting to get on the ball at every opportunity.
Certainly exactly the tempo that Michael Dahl would have wanted his side to start with. So free kick on the left for Woking. It's like it'd be Curtis Edwards to take. How great would it be to get that early goal instead, just to lift those nerves. Layford Community Stadium as Woking are in search of their 5th consecutive season of National League football, as Edwards now plants the ball on the ground, about 23-24 yards to goal, out on the left hand side. So Edwards whips it in with his right foot, headed out the box from Conway, back to Edwards. Edwards now plays it down the line, level of the box. Anderson gets there first. Anderson loses balance and still retrieves the ball. Cross comes Whitehead. Whitehead hit that off Anderson, he didn't. It's a corner kick to Woking. The fans behind the goal are really buoyed. Now it's Edwards, quick corner to Anderson. Anderson whips it towards the back post, head out the box there. I think it was Long, got his head on it. Now Akinolo chased it down, plays it down the right hand side. Woking continuing the pressure. Luca close to the corner flag on the far side. Luca loses possession though against Conway. Luca not giving up the fight. Conway being boxed in here. Conway needs to clean. He's heading towards his own box. He's brought down the byline from Jane Luca. And Conway's exactly what he wanted in a tight space there. Couldn't get out. He's managed to get Fylde free kick, which Neil will take. So just over 5 minutes on the clock here at Layford Community Stadium. Again, Woking have certainly started the brighter, John.
Yeah, they have. But, you know, when you're on top, you need to get goals. And that has been their Achilles heel this season. Don't want to carp on about it, but really,
yeah,
you know.
Completely agree with you again. I think that Eastleigh game last month where they edged out one and had so many chances for Eastleigh scored. So free kick taken from the goalkeeper, Neil, headed away from Cuthbert. Now headed down the centre circle from Hosanna. Hit forwards from Whitehead, cleared from Casey. Now played just over halfway. And Barrett hits it inside. Held up here from Adshed. Adshed in the middle of the Woking half. Plays it to his right to Hosanna. Right back Hosanna being forced back towards his own half to play it to Graham. Good pressing it from Burko. Graham has to quickly play it back to Chris Neal. Neal clears his lines. Cuthbert now leaning back and wins the header. Bounce here to Hosanna midway inside the Woking half, being chased down from Burko. So Hosanna kept it in play. He has done so. Good work there from the Fylde right back. Plays it back with the instep with his right foot into the feet of Long. Long square to Conway. Conway drives inside away from Moss as Fylde now looking to settle. Ustabasi on the left hand side. Good tackle there from Timmy Odesina for a foul throw. That's exactly the crunching tackles you want to see from your centre backs in such a massive game like this. Again, an early goal in the National League. It's come at Dorking Hartlepool. There's no real permutation on that one. Dorking already relegated. Dorking 1, Hartlepool 0. Dorking looking to lead the National League on the high. Odesina plays it over halfway and set from Long though. Now timing the ball here for Fylde. It's a long diagonal hit towards Barrett. And just missed Barrett's right foot, but he'll keep it in play. Tackle on the far side there from Casey, and the linesman's pointed, I think, for a throw here for Fylde. So Woking will now just get themselves set. 7 minutes played at Layford Community Stadium. Deadlock hasn't been broken these early stages as Fylde now take the throw. Here's Whitehead. Whitehead plays it in field. Time the ball here for Adshed. Adshed to Conway. Ustabasi calling for it. Conway about 10 yards into the Woking arm. Now plays it short to Ustabasi. Ustabasi facing up Casey. Ustabasi dressed inside, being held up. And now a lifted cross towards Ormerod, headed away from Cuthbert. Bounce here to Edwards. Edwards contesting with Adshed. Edwards puts in a tackle. Now it's fallen here into the feet of Barrett. Barrett back to Hosanna. Barrett once again. Hosanna in the middle in a tight space. No real available pass in. Hosanna just plays it calmly back to Chris Neal just outside of his box. Bit of possession now for Fylde. Playing out here to Conway. Conway heads it down. Held up here from Ormerod. Back into the feet of Conway. Now play back down the line from Ustabasi to Conway. Conway whips in the cross. It's in the middle. A heavy touch on the chest of Barrett. Barrett still inside the box though. Now taken out the 18-yard area. But Barrett still has it. Fylde putting on some pressure now. Play back into the feet of Hosanna. Hosanna looks at cut inside. Hosanna pokes it towards the box. It cleared away from Cuthbert. Flicked away from Edwards. Now volleyed into the Fylde volleyed into Fylde after by Kevin Burko. And header from Graham goes out of play. Well, John, a bit of pressure there from the visitors. Thankfully, Woking withstood it.
Yeah, you know, let's not forget Fylde. They've been on a great run. They've got nothing to play for, so they can play with complete freedom. And yeah, they would knock the ball around very, very nicely. Woking got to keep an eye on that.
So throw here for Woking to take. Casey back to Cuthbert. Cuthbert launch it with his right foot. Search for Brown in the left-hand side. Header in field from Graham. Good work there from Akinola to lay it down for Brown. Brown turns down Jaden Luca. Through on goal. Luca saved from Neil. What a chance there for Jaden Luca. One-on-one with Neil. Should have buried that, but a terrific save from the foul goalkeeper. Quick throw from Woking. Burko to Anderson. Now Edwards. Square to Akinola. Whips it out to Moss. Moss puts in the low ball and it's easily cleared away from Long. Now it's Odesina, gives it away. Now Files can look to attack. Ustabasi travels over halfway in the centre circle. Now plays off to his right to Barrett. There's Adshed calling for it in the middle. Now Barrett drifts in field. Played first time from Ethan Mitchell. Out here to Max Conway. Slows it down. Midway inside the Woking half on the left hand side. Conway trying to drive towards the box. Now plays it to Ustabasi on his outside. Ball played back into the feet of Whitehead. Now Ustabasi cuts in onto his left foot and just lost his balance there. Ustabasi. Cuthbert comes across, keeps in play, clips it towards Brown on the far side, but just couldn't quite go to Brown in the nick of time before it went out of play for a foul throw. So 10 minutes played and Files have had a better spell since Wokins could start. That was a great chance to Luca a moment ago.
Yeah, it was. He should have buried it, really. You know, he didn't really get a proper connection on it. I thought he could even have taken it on a little bit, but there you go. As I say, story of Woking season. Can't score, but yeah, anyway, plenty of time.
Yeah, if you want it to fall to someone, you would have wanted it to fall to Jaden Luca. So just over 10 minutes gone again. Bournemouth and Ebbsfleet certainly one of the big games to keep an eye on. Hartlepool have equalised at Dorking by the way. Bournemouth Ebbsfleet 0-0 at the moment. Southend Lee Rochdale by goals. There's another goal in the National League. So Conway takes the throw. Ustabasi, does he want to throw for foul? He just flicked that off. Odusina. So fouled now. Have another throw to take in the attacking third. Will be Max Conway to take it. Conway has Whitehead as a close option. Throws it short to Ustabasi. Holding off Moss. Back kills it now to Conway. Conway turns by the corner flag. Plays it behind into Ustabasi. Now it's a whipped in cross towards the back post. And then Jaskelainen lets it run behind. Placed in from Danny Whitehead from the far side. But there was no runner in at the back post. To relief of everyone associated with Woking. Again, Woking certainly be pleased with some of the aspects they're pressing. They've had the best chance of the match with Jane Lucas one-on-one. Saved by Chris Neal. Again, Woking, they just need to avoid defeat to remain in the National League for a fifth consecutive season. Just approaching the 12th minute here at the Layfake Community Stadium. Goals team Woking and Fylde, and Jaskelainen's goal kick towards the far side. Just went over halfway, but sailed out of play. So it's a Fylde's throw to take in a second. And well, Woking have started the better team. The deadlock hasn't been broken. Jane Luca had a brilliant chance, was put through on goal from Reece Brown. One-on-one for Luca, but it was a brilliant save from Chris Neal. But I think Michael Dahl can be pleased the way his side has started the first 12 minutes. It's Woking 0, Fylde 0. Foul there committed from Burko on Hosanna just behind halfway. That will be a free kick for Fylde, and again the referee just watching over Hosanna to see if the physio might be needed. Again, Burko just took a little bit of a swipe in, but Hosanna now getting back up to his feet. So Graham to take the free kick for Fylde just behind halfway. Again, Fylde has certainly put some inviting deliveries into the box, just no one on the end of them. So free kick here for Sam Graham to take. Graham hits the diagonal free kick towards the far side, flicked square from Moss, out for another foul throw. Taken here from Max Conway. It's level with the corner of the area. Conway short to Whitehead. Whitehead backing into Akinola and Luca. Plays it back to Conway. Conway in the attacking third. Good tackle there from Luca. Clears it off Whitehead, and that's a Woking throw. Good defending there from Jaden Luca on the far side. Just a bit of respite now for Woking as Odesina trots across to take the throw. So again, the early goals in the National League. Dorking 1, Hartlepool 2, Southend Lee Rochdale by 0-0. Of course, the big game around Woking today is Bournemouth and Ebbsfleet. Because them two meet each other, that means Woking only need a draw to secure survival. Odesina takes a throw, flicked on towards halfway, headed down there from Adshed, cleared from Cuthbert. Now it's hit forwards there from Mitchell. Mitchell was fouled. He's still down the ground, but referees play on. South square from Graham. It's Hosanna. Hosanna place it down the right flank. Barrett tries to get him behind Casey, and the offside flag goes up against Conor Barrett, but getting after Wokin's really promising start. And Fylde has settled without severely testing Will Jääskeläinen. And Jääskeläinen now will be taking the free kick. Again, John, hopefully Woking will get that goal soon just to settle the nerves, but there's certainly some promising bits of play so far. Hopefully he can Luke and Burko into the game, for example.
Yes, most definitely, but you know, Fylde look very accomplished out there as well. Not going to be easy at all.
Of course, Fylde will be playing with shackles off after they secured survival midweek. They flick the ball in towards halfway. Edwards heads up in the air now. Header one from Whitehead. Cuthbert heads it down. Luca just in the centre circle. Back to the feet of Odesina. Odesina right footed. Now Luca looks towards the right hand side. Luca keeps his balance against Mitchell. Mitchell puts in the challenge, but Luca gets to it. Pokes it to Odesina. Nice feet there for Odesina now. Travels over halfway. Holds off Mitchell. Here's Moss. Moss looks to play it down the line. And it's a block there from Conway. And that is a throw to Woking, which Dan Moss will take now. Such a receives the ball off a Stewart. Just on the midway inside, the Fylde half throws it back to Odesina. That's back in the Woking half for Cuthbert. First time. Back to Odesina, being chased down, now plays it through the Fylde press. Luke in a bit of space. Midway inside the Fylde half, inside right, hits it off Mitchell. It falls to Anson, the centre. Anson back to Edwards. Michael Doyle wants some more intensity. Edwards, nice pass to find Luca. Inside right, his pass intercepted though from Graham. And now Long into the feet, Ustabasi trying to get towards halfway. Good tackle there from Odesina. Woking back in possession, just over a quarter now played at the Lake Community Stadium. Woking 0, Fylde 0. Woking need a point to secure survival. Luca plays the ball out to the left hand side, but Burko beaten to it from Hosanna. Heads it down to the ground and heads it towards the runner Barrett, right side of the box. And here's Jääskeläinen. Good work there to get there before Barrett and clear it away with his left foot for a throw to the visitors. Gets a nice pass in there from Woking, but well defended from Fylde, and there'll certainly be a threat on the counter with the likes of Ustabasi and Barrett. So throw taken here from Hosanna. Hosanna gets it returned to him from Adshed. Hosanna inside, now Whitehead to Adshed. Adshed back in the centre circle to Long. Long first time with his left foot. Timing the ball here for Conway. Conway now, midway inside the Woking half, out on the left hand side. Now links up with Ustabasi. Ustabasi cutting in field, still Ustabasi, then runs into trouble. Odesina retrieves it back for Woking. Now good touch from Anson. Anson plays it backwards and finds Burko. Burko in field to Edwards. That's a slap pass there from Burko as Edwards beaten to the ball by Ormerod. And now Hosanna cuts inside. Here's Barrett in the centre. Barrett out wide left and now finds Conway. Conway attempts to play it down the line. Good tackle there from Moss. He hit that off Conway for a Woking throw. And the linesman has given that in Woking's favour. Good defending there from Dan Moss. A few nervy passes there from the Cards.
That's the problem, isn't
really
it?
Well.
You know, the longer the game goes on, knowing that you can't score goals, the pressure starts to build.
Most certainly. It's only 17 minutes played at Lake Community Stadium. No, Woking 0, Fylde 0. Long ball from Edwards. Good touch there from Long. Still 0-0 between Bournemouth and Ebbsfleet. Long ball forwards there from the Fylde backline. And it's back with Will Jääskeläinen. Jääskeläinen now rolls it out in front of him. Now Jääskeläinen, long ball with his left foot towards the centre. Header one from Graham, heads it down now, it's controlling the chest for Adshed. Adshed hooks it into the Woking half. Cuthbert wins header against Ormerod. Now headed on halfway from Whitehead. Can't find Ormerod, it headed away from Cuthbert. Adshed volley left side. Now Moss does really well to get in front of Ustabasi, lifts it over his head. Moss midway inside his own half. Plays it in the field to Odesina. Odesina whips a long ball with his right foot and that sails out of play. Not a million miles away from hitting the gantry. It ended up hitting the scoreboard just opposite John Knight. And on that scoreboard it reads Woking 0, Fylde 0 at the moment, just approaching the 18th minute here at the Lake Community Stadium. So throw here for Max Conway to take. Just in front of halfway on the far side. Conway's throw chested from Ustabasi back into Conway. That's given away from Fylde is Anson, just behind halfway, heading towards the centre circle. Squares it's gone in behind Burko, picked up here from Casey. Casey plays it just over halfway. Anson beaten to the punch though by Graham. Kept in play from Barrett, is indeed. Woking fans frustrated, they felt that should have been a throw to Woking. Ustabasi just over halfway, plays it back out to Barrett. Barrett now goes back in his own half and plays it to Adshed. Adshed in the centre circle, backwards past his right foot. Played short from Whitehead, cross to Graham. Graham now Diagonally short to his right to Hosanna. Good pressing here from Burko. Hosanna, though, finds a nice pass to Adam Long. Time the ball here for Adam Long. First time his right foot to Conway. Midway inside zone R. Plays it over halfway and gets it away to Odesina. Odesina links up with Moss. Odesina back forwards towards Luca. Luca inside right. Pokes it through to Brown. Is Brown onside? The flag's up against Reece Brown. Good idea there from Jane Luca. Again, John, Reece Brown just timed his run a little bit too early.
Yeah, but, there looks like a combination developing between Brown and Luca, which is encouraging.
It's very promising to see again. That's going to have to be the big link up for Woking up front today. That's who Michael Dahl has put his faith in, starting this massive game. That's probably to put it lightly. And just a reminder, Woking need a point to secure survival, and Bournemouth and Ebbsfleet is goalless at the moment. So free kick from Neil, flicked on from Ormrod, and that will trickle out of play for a Woking goal kick. Jaskeline just gone out by the other scores in the National League. Dorking 1, Hartlepool 2, Gateshead 0, Bromley 1, Oldham 1, Wilson 0, which is some good news for Woking fans. Again, Wilson are still around them, and Woking can finish above them. Solihull Moors are drawn 0-0 with York City. Again, another team that Woking can finish above. Southend lead Rochdale by a goal to 0. So here at Layfleet Community Stadium, it's Woking 0, Fylde 0, 20 minutes played. Goal kick from Jaskalainen. Moss couldn't flick on, it's flipped backwards there from Conway, picked up here from Long. Long goes direct. Cuthbert lets the ball bounce. Now Cuthbert has time just to head it back to Will Jaskalainen. Now Jaskalainen lays out in front of him, goes along with his left foot, travels towards halfway, and some push in the back, just chested it. There was a push there from Ethan Mitchell. Clear free kick there for the referee to award in Woking's favour. It's whipped down left-hand side from Casey. Brown chasing it down. That's a good clearance there from Sam Gray, and just got there in the nick of time on the bounce. Just lashed it with his right foot, with his laces out to the ground. So a throw for Woking in the attacking third. Kevin Burko to take it. Burko plays a throw short to Anton. Back with Burko now. Can Burko get a cross in? Burko's cross sent towards the back post, headed away from Long. Olasina just in front of halfway now, lets it run back into his own half. And Olasina left-footed into feet Jaskalainen just outside his box. Now here's Cuthbert on the ball. Cuthbert square to Edwards, middle the Woking half. Edwards looking forwards, he's going to play a long ball. Edwards goes square into the feet Olasina. That's played back to Jaskalainen. Woking playing it patiently. Short to Cuthbert. Cuthbert now goes direct, he just slipped there, he's hit that long ball. Burko picks up inside left, holds off Hosanna. Now Burko to Brown, Brown just beyond the D. Brown holding off his man, still Reece Brown. Can he play it short to Moss? Brown twisting, turning, edge of the box. Reece Brown inside right. Now plays it into the feet of Moss. Back down the line, couldn't find Brown. The momentum's just broken up there for Woking. It's a goal kick to Fylde. John Brown should have gone for the shot himself there.
Maybe, but he's looking sharp out there. It's been a big miss for Woking.
It's still Woking 0, Fylde 0 here, 22 minutes played. Just a moment ago, Reece Brown was twisting and turning inside the box, but didn't go for the shot himself. But there hasn't really been many clear-cut chances since you last with us here. So 22 minutes played, it's Woking 0, Fylde 0.
Yeah, we were just saying about Reece Brown. I'm pleased to see him out there. I think he's a really, really good player. Woking have missed him big time this season. He's been injured for large parts of it, but he's looking very sharp out there, which is encouraging.
And most certainly, and again, yeah, maybe a bit frustrating. Brown didn't get the shot off. Again, he tried to link up with Dan Moss, and a bit of concern here for Ethan Mitchell. A foul back on his feet now, which is good to see. And just had a bit of an awkward fall, trying to hold off Reece Brown, but due to Mitchell going down again. Michael Dahl and his assistant Ben Turner just called the troops across just to get some fresh instructions and some bit of refresh as well for the Woking players, having a quick drinks break along with the Fylde players as well. But I think Woking have shaded the start of the Fylde. Have had a couple of decent periods themselves, but understandably it's been quite a tight occasion. But that Jane Luca chance is still the best opportunity. Just a reminder, Woking just need a point to secure survival. Bournemouth Ebbsfleet is 0-0. If Bournemouth were to win, and that would cause some big problems to Woking. That would mean they need to be relying on slip-ups from Wilston and York City. Again, Wilson a goal down away at Oldham. York goalless at Solihull. 23.5 minutes played here at Layfleet Community Stadium. Fylde goal kick. Woking 0, AFC Fylde 0. So goal kick now taken from Chris Neal. Sails over. Cuthbert's had time here for Olasina just to communicate with Jääskeläinen. It's Jääskeläinen who collects it outside of his area, then brings it back into his box. Now Jääskeläinen is bright green goalkeeping kit, plays it right-footed into the feet of Casey. Casey has time, midway inside zone half, now running towards halfway. Casey now just slows down a bit. Casey plays it short in front to Anderson, back to Casey. Good pressure from Barrett, forcing Casey to play it back to Cuthbert. Cuthbert square to Olasina. Olasina now plays it just over halfway towards Luca, but now it's left from Luca for Moss. Moss plays it back. Now it's with Olasina, into the feet of Cuthbert. In the centre circle, just behind halfway, drags it with his right foot and then squares it to Olasina. Olasina, nice tidy feet to cut inside Ustabasi. Now gives it to Akinola. Akinola, short forward pass to Moss. Looks to play it down line, he's hit it off Conway. It's been given as a Woking throw. Midway inside the filed half. Quick throw from Moss, header one for long. Now picked up from Conway. Heavy touch on Conway. Manages to keep him playing. Clears it down the left-hand side. Olasina lets the ball bounce a bit. Still Timmy Olasina holds off Ormrod. Now he plays it back into the feet of Jääskeläinen. Jääskeläinen just outside his box. Tempting a long ball here. He'll go towards the inside left channel. Search for Burker. Now reaches Brown. Brown's header comes off the left foot of Bryce Hosanna. But the flag is up there though against the Woking man. Free kick to Fylde. Very frustrating there for Woking. Thought they'd won a corner kick. It was a dangerous flick on from Brown. Wasn't a Hosanna's intervention then. And Burker made that run behind, but it wouldn't matter anyway. Brown was flagged offside. So free kick here for Chris Neal to take. 25 minutes played here at Laithwaite Community Stadium. Woking 0, Fylde 0. Bournemouth FC 0-0. Again, Woking just need a point to secure survival. Burko trying to keep hold of the ball. Now flicks it forwards towards Anson. Anson hooks it towards the centre. Brown runs onto it. Brown close to the box. Reece Brown. Was he brought down there from Graham? The referee had a good view of that. He has given a free kick to Woking. And this will be taken about 22-23 yards out to yellow card shown to Sam Graham as well. Great work there from Reece Brown. Nice touch to force that foul from Graham. Again, rounds that bouncing ball, lifted up from Anderson towards the inside left channel. There was a clear trip there from Graham. So a free kick in a good position here for the Cards.
Great work from Brown. He looked second best to that ball. And he's not the biggest either, but he muscled his way in and has earned the Cards a free kick.
So free kick here for Curtis Edwards to take. Edwards, this is 22-23 yards out. Him and Casey are in conversation. So Casey and Edwards behind us. Edwards standing square onto the ball, to the left of the ball. Casey directly behind it. So Curtis Edwards will be the man to take this. His body shape is still square on to the ball, to the left. So Curtis Edwards, hands on his hips. Can he take the perfect free kick? Will this place lift off in a sec? Just waiting for the referee to blow his whistle. So Edwards steps up, take the free kick, wraps his right foot around the ball, goes to the wall and hits over the bar on the follow-up from Jermaine Anderson just beyond the 6-yard area. So Edwards' free kick hit the wall. It broke to Anderson just beyond the 6-yard box, but he hit it over the bar with his right foot. Good opportunity there for Anderson.
Great opportunity. Yet another chance goes begging. It wasn't the best of free kicks from Edwards. He kind of scuffed it, but it fell to Anderson, who's 5 yards out, and he manages somehow to screw it wide.
Big chance there for Anderson. Short goal kick from Neal. Now here's Conway. Long left-footed ball. Too far though for Ustabasi to chase. Woking throw. So just let you know, Bournemouth, Edgeley 0-0. Solihull York 0-0. And Wilson trailing 1-0 at Oldham. They're the big scores so far down bottom end of the National League. Olasina takes the throw back to Jääskeläinen. Right side of his box, Jääskeläinen towards Brown. It's flicked on from Moss. Too far away from Luca though. And Neal will comfortably collect. And there's light blue goalkeeping kit. Again, Neal's pulled off the best save this match so far. It was early on. Jane Luca was one-on-one. Neal stood tall and stuck to his stars. Conway. It's it forwards to Ustabasi. Ustabasi turns away. Just halfway. That's a good tackle there from Cuthbert. And cleared forwards from Anderson. Now Hosanna running back towards it. Burko though pressing Hosanna. Hosanna to quickly go back to Neal. Burko continues press and Neal clears out his box. Goes long towards Ormrod. It's a square header from Cuthbert. And it will be a throw here for Fylde. Over midway inside the Woking half on the for Bryce Hosanna to take. I think with Bryce Ozan to take it, just picking up the ball now is indeed the right back to take it. So Hosanna has a short option of Adshed, goes to Whitehead instead. So it's Hosanna, twisting turn away from Edwards, wins another throw for Fylde. So Hosanna now to go for a longer one this time. Hosanna just hesitating. Eventually takes a throw, Hosanna. Now Adshed, back to Hosanna. Good tackle there from Burko. Another throw for Fylde. Just trying to take the sting out of things here. Out the way for Community Stadium. Now it's a long throw for Hosanna. Head out the box and Cuthbert. Flick down from Akinola. Turn and clearance from Anderson towards the centre circle. Long gets there for Brown. Now it's played just over halfway to Conway. Conway inside left. Conway now into the feet of Mitchell. Mitchell first time with his right foot out the centre circle into the feet of Ustabasi. Ustabasi dribbling forwards. Ustabasi runs in trouble. His ball cleared towards Brown. Brown holds up on halfway. Plays it back to Odesina. Plays it towards Brown. It's a lovely touch from Brown on the far side. Brown now down the right. Needs a bit of support here. Brown cuts back. Brown now plays it for yards into the feet of Odesina. First time for Edwards through the middle to Anderson. Anderson works out to Burko. Burko level with the penalty area. Burko faced up Hosanna. Burko is going to go onto his left foot. He is indeed. Burko drills the low cross in. Blocked from Hosanna. Now it's gone back to Kevin Burko. Burko falls to the ground. They're pushed there. There was indeed free kick to Woking. Level with the penalty area. Burko takes it quickly to Edwards. Edwards now puts the cross in towards the back post. Head away from Long. Pressure not diverted yet as Luca picks it up. Edge of the box. Luca. Looks like it's going to be pushed towards the corner flag. Luca still retains it. Now goes back to Odesina. Smart option for Luca. Odesina has room to play it to Cuthbert just in front of the centre circle. Not Cuthbert. Looks to his left and plays it to Casey. Casey back forwards to Edwards. Edwards through the middle. Edwards now looking to his left and then goes to Burko. Burko up against Hosanna. Burko now plays it into the box. There was no runner in front of him. So frustrating the way that move broke down. Just over half hour played it at Layford Community Stadium. No deadlock broken so far, but a point will be enough for Woking though. By the way, Bournemouth Edgeley is goalless. And the other big scores at the bottom is Solihull Moors 0, York 0, and Aldershot leading Wilson by a goal to 0. So Neil plays it forwards and then it's headed away from Cuthbert. Flick down from Anderson. Ball bouncing halfway. Hooked from Mitchell. Through the middle. Header one there from Odesina, breaks to Luca. Luca on the stretch, pokes it towards Burko. Hosanna gets there first. Hosanna heavy touch. Now Luca gives it to Burko. Burko just behind halfway, dispossessed from Barrett. Good tackle there from Burko, but Barrett's managed to win the throw. And Fylde again have managed to tame Woking pretty well since their extremely bright start, but Woking stuffed that threat in them. I think Reece Brown certainly working very hard up front. Hosanna takes the throw. Bounces towards Cuthbert. Cuthbert under pressure, clears it with his left foot towards halfway. Nice take on the chest from Brown. Now Brown to Luca. Luca turns in the centre circle. Luca into the feet of Moss, just in front of halfway. Moss on the far side plays it down the line. It wasn't in tandem there with Jane Luca. It's with Adam Long. Long now goes towards halfway. Clearance there on the volley from Cuthbert. Now Anson rises in the middle, wins the flick on. Can't reach Brown though. Head away for Long. Further flicked on from Graham. Anson heads it down. Woking back on the front foot. Brown. Brown holds off Long. Now hits it off Long. Breaks here to Moss. Midway inside the far half from the far side. Moss held off. Now Luca attempts to win it back. Now Brown gets the ball for Woking. Edge of the box. Good tackle there from Mitchell. It's cleared out for a Woking throw. Just over 32 minutes on the clock here. Deadlock hasn't been broken yet. Woking 0. Fylde 0. It's a throw taken here from Moss. It's taking a deflection off Conway, so it will be a Woking throw on the right hand side for Jane Luca to take. And the crowd are really up this here at Layford Community Stadium, though. Certainly a fair few nerves to put it lightly here as well. Luca, both arms raised, he takes the corner from the right hand side. Header towards goal, just over the bar from Dan Moss. Big opportunity there for Woking to break the deadlock. A free header for Dan Moss, just over the bar, John.
Yeah, another chance goes begging. You'd ideally have preferred someone like Cuthbert to be on the end of it, but it was again a great opportunity, and you really just hope Woking aren't going to rue these missed chances. You know, they've had 3 this half.
Yeah, that's been a familiar story for Woking this season. They just need to stay calm though. They are creating those chances. Just need to take one, to put it simply. Neil with the goal kick. Cuthbert heads it down. Now Anderson aims it long towards Brown's chase down. Graham goes back to Neil. Neil clears out his box, right-footed, swirling towards halfway. Sails over the head of Akinola. Heavy touch though there from Ormerod, cleared from Timmy Odesina. It was just a push down Odesina, and the referee pulls it back for a Woking free kick.
Still, I suppose, looking on the bright side, at least they have created opportunities, which is something they didn't do at York last week at all, and the energy levels are up 100% today as well. It was such a lacklustre performance away at York.
Yeah, the players are certainly getting everything against so much pressure, so much tension on occasions like this, but the players have rose up to it well so far. They just need to break the deadlock. Again, a point will be enough. Can't stress that enough. Bournemouth FC goalless at the moment. So free kick from Jaskalainen. Flick towards the right hand side from Odyssey. Now Luca back into his man, but Ustabasi gets it off Luca. Ustabasi down left hand side, plays it over halfway. Held up here from Barrett. Barrett trying to turn away from Casey. Casey falls to the ground. There was contact there from Ustabasi. And is it free kick awarded or throw? I think it's just a throw awarded actually to Woking. Not a free kick. Thought it was maybe a foul there from Ustabasi. It will be just a throw here for Woking. Who's count for Ustabasi last. Odyssey takes a throw down the right. Flick on from Moss. Headed away from Long. Cleared up into the air from Whitehead. Now Moss leads it for a Woking throw. Just over midway inside the Fylde half. So Dan Moss to take the throw. Ustabasi was trying to hang on to the ball there. Moss quickly got it off him. Stopping for time wasting. 10 minutes this first half to go. Woking 0, Fylde 0. But Bournemouth FC is 0-0. Point will be enough for Woking to stay in the National League. Throw taken now, Akinola. Plays it back in centre circle to Casey. Nice sharp touch from Casey. Gives it to Burko. Burko right-footed. Heavy touch there from Anderson. Cleared well over that stand that John Nyren from Ethan Mitchell for a Woking throw. So again, there'll just be a ball played quickly from the sidelines to Casey. Casey takes the throw. Held up here from Anton. Now leaves it for Casey. Casey hits it towards the box. Outside the box, Brown controls it and it's cleared away from Graham. Edwards, heavy touch take back in the centre circle. Edwards dispossessed. Now can file counter-attack. It's hit towards the runner Barrett. There was a pull back on the shirt of Ustabasi though. And that will be a free kick there to the visitors. And they're just looking to control proceedings here. Just making sure that Woking don't gather any momentum. By the way, some latest goals in the National League. Barnet 1, Kidderminster 0, Chesterfield 1, Maynard 0. Dan Rebbridge just gone a goal up against Aldershot Town to dent their hopes of getting to playoffs. For Halifax, who compete the Aldershot for that last playoff spot, they lead at EC. Bromley leading at Gateshead. Southend 1, Rochdale 0. It is Woking 0, AFC Fylde 0. And also Bournemouth FC, very importantly, is goalless at the moment. But some good news for Woking as well. Wilson trailing at Oldham. So free kick here for Fylde after a pullback on Ustabasi. So free kick to be taken here from Danny Whitehead. Whitehead, a few yards behind halfway on the far side, whipped it with his right foot towards Ustabasi. Header one from Moss. Fylde throw. Midway inside the Woking half for Conway to take. Conway just goes behind him. Nice touch from Whitehead. Under immediate pressure though from Luca. Plays it back into the Fylde half. Now Long being chased down there from Brown. Now Long goes direct, but goes in between Ormrod and Barrett. And it is back with Will Jaskalainen. Now Jaskalainen just play it out in front of him. Goes along with his left foot towards Moss. Flick on backwards there from Conway, so that will be a Woking throw. Midway inside the Fylde half, just over 37 minutes on the clock. Woking 0, Fylde 0. Begin an update by the way to the BBC Radio Surrey listeners in a minute. Just give you all heads up. Moss with a throw, controlled there for Odesina, put down to the ground from Barrett. A Woking free kick. Out on the far side. 30 yards and goal, Curtis Edwards coming across to take it. So Edwards now plants the ball down on the ground. So it's 38 minutes played here. It's still Woking 0, Fylde 0. But since the last Willers, Woking have had some really good chances. Anderson had a big chance denied, and the best one for Woking was a corner from Luca, headed over the bar from Dan Moss. It's still Woking 0, Fylde 0. Here's Jane Luca, brought down to the ground. And it will be a free kick to Woking. Inside right. Now it's free kick here for Josh Casey to take centrally. Well won there from Jane Luca. So Luca now and Casey both behind it. I think Jane Luca will favour this free kick. Again, Luca to take the free kick here for Woking. Casey walks away from it. Could this be the moment for Woking? Jane Luca, dead central position. standing diagonally behind the ball. Just under 25 yards out, Jaden Luca. This is a good position to get it up and over the wall. Luca takes the free kick. Well, it's a good position. That's gone out of the ground there. Not a free kick for Jaden Luca to remember. He's got the quality in his boots, but that certainly wasn't on display there, John.
Certainly was up and over.
Yeah, Jaden Luca leaning back a bit too much when he took that free kick, and I do expect a bit better from Jaden Luca, but...
Well, the thing is, he's a young player. You've got to make these mistakes. The important thing is that his head doesn't drop. He's got to keep trying things. We've seen what he's done. He's scored some incredible goals just by attempting things that other players wouldn't.
So long ball towards Barrett, flicked on towards the box, and Jääskeläinen claims left side of his area. Anderson calling for the ball. He's just behind halfway, but Jääskeläinen will now go along with his left foot towards Brown. Header flicked square from Graham. Now Moss drops inside, gets it towards Luca, cleared away from Long, but Moss was fouled from Conway. So that's a free kick in a central position here for Woking, just a couple of yards in front of the centre circle. Dan Moss fouled there from Matt Conway. So 5 minutes of this first half to go here at the Layfake Community Stadium. Woking nil, 5-0. That will be enough for Woking still, but how they'd love to get that win to secure survival. Bournemouth Ebbsfleet is goalless, whilst Wilson trailing against Oldham away from home, and York are goalless at Solihull. So a free kick for Edwards to take. He's inside the centre circle now. Plays it square to his left to Casey. Casey now forwards to Burko. Burko being backed into from Hosanna. Forcing Burko away from goal. Burko, as he carried it out of play, has indeed excellent defending there from Fylde. Well, actually he's been given as a throw to Woking, so has to come off Ormrod last as Burko now leaves it and gives it to Casey. Casey now has an option of Edwards in field. Casey throws it forwards towards Jane Luca, beaten to it from Long clears, and Casey will let it run out for another Woking throw. Still midway inside the Fylde half, thrown down the line from Casey to Burko. Burko flicks in the air, trying to hold up the ball. Still Burko's in the attacking third, lifts it now towards the box. Brown trying to get to it, ball bouncing, hooked away from Graham. Headed backwards from Edwards, but it finds Casey. Casey has it down, controlled there from Anderson. Nice touch there from Anderson, back on halfway to Odesina. Good tackle there from Barrett. Now Fylde can counter-attack. Barrett now into the feet, Ustabasi. Odesina covers well, gets across, and Jääskeläinen gets the ball and clears it out of his area in the nick of time for Fylde. The attacker could get there. That was really poor there from Woking, put themselves into trouble. Thankfully, Jääskeläinen was there to the rescue.
Well, thankfully, Odesina's got the pace to get out of trouble, because he was the one who created it.
Most certainly, Odesina more than making up for his mistake there. Luca wins the ball back just inside the Fylde half, just inside his own half. Now gives it towards Reece Brown. Took a deflection off Conway. That's a throw to Woking just in front of halfway. 3 minutes of this first half to go. Throw towards Anderson, back in the centre circle to Edwards. Edwards now just pokes it back with his right foot to Cuthbert. Cuthbert is not going to play his forwards, goes back to Jääskeläinen on the line of his box. Takes the ball a few yards more forwards here. Jääskeläinen, in fact, having a few more touches. Jääskeläinen now is over midway inside his own half. Now Jääskeläinen long towards Brown, edge of the box. Brown now chests it towards Burko. Burko heads it down. Burko runs onto his own flick on. Burko puts the cross towards the back post. Almost found Moss, headed away from Conway. Headed back to the box and Akinola. Was that handball there? Given handball for Conway. Nothing given from the referee. Woking fans furious. Conway at the corner flag contesting with Moss. Moss trying to win it back. And Moss does win it back. Now crossing for the far side towards Burko. Burko touching the box. Burko shot wide the target. Big chance there for Kevin Burko. Slashed it with his right foot. And Chris Neal's left rooted to the spot. That could nestle into the bottom corners. Burko hit it across the face of goal. Great work there from Woking to win it back on the far side. It was Anderson who drilled in the cross with his right foot. Control from Burko. Killed the ball stone dead. But drilled the shot wide. A decent chance there for Burko, John.
Yeah, it was, but as you say, Woking did really, really well to win the ball back over on that far side. The ball came across and Burko with that trusty left foot, he drilled it low and hard and it just went past the far post.
And it wasn't too far away from Kevin Burko, and he certainly knows how to get a big goal or two here at the Layfake Community Stadium. The winner against Barnet, got the winner against Dagenham as well. Oh, the crowning moment of that match was from Jaden Luca. And quick drinks break here as a foul play has been treated. just inside the box, not quite sure that is. He's on the far side, and again, a few Woking players just taking a quick drinks break, a few conversations going on as well, just a chance to get some fresh instructions to the players. So Bournemouth and Ebbsfleet still 0-0. Solihull York 0-0. Oldham beaten Wilson by a goal till the live table. As it stands, a point will be enough for Woking to stay out today, but as it stands, Woking will be in 19th, but again, a long way to go this afternoon. I'm sure there's plenty more twists and turns. Hopefully one of the twists will be Woking jumping up the table and getting the first goal in this match. It's going to be ready to get back underway shortly. It's going to foul player, still being treated inside the box. He's standing back on his feet now. I could just see it's Danny Whitehead. Man, he went down the box, so just been escorted to the sidelines. He could be allowed back on in a sec. As now Chris Neal has the ball in his right hand, just 15 seconds of normal time to go here at Layfake Community Stadium. And Neal will get us back underway shortly. So again, Whitehead will be allowed back on the pitch for Fylde in a few moments' time. So now stoppage time added on. It's 4 minutes of stoppage time here at Layfake Community Stadium. Can Woking go into half-time on a high and take another big step closer towards safety? So Neal with the goal kick, headed square from Cuthbert. Now Moss's header. Reach from Anderson. Anderson holds off Adcher. Now a turn and hit from Akinola. Held up from Brown just over halfway. Now squared to Edwards. Edwards looking back towards zone half. Then squares it to Anderson. Right halfway. He's in the centre circle now. Jermaine Anderson. Anderson. Ball glued to his right foot. Pokes it forwards. Now Burko can look to hold it up. Burko drifts inside. Burko now plays it forwards towards the box. Too far in front of Jane Luca. Cleared from Graham. It falls to Hosanna. Hosanna clears it towards halfway. Back with Woking. Cuthbert first line to Anderson. Anderson hits it first time as well. Now Edwards in the centre circle. Into the feet just behind him to Odesina. Odesina out wide to Moss. Intercepted though from Conway. Here come Fylde. Conway keeps in play. Hits it down the line. Good interception there from Edwards. Foul throw. Again, Woking do need to be wary of that foul counter-attack. So first minute of the 4 minutes of stoppage time gone in the first half. So again, Conway just waiting to receive the ball. And Fylde looking to finish as high as possible as well. And they could finish 14th if results go their way today. They do a job themselves here at Layfake Community Stadium. Conway takes the throw. Ustabasi back towards Conway. And it looks like it'll be another throw to Fylde. Well, one there from Matt Conway. Hitting that off Akinola. So again, Fylde just taking their time here with the throws. Conway gets a return to him from Whitehead. Looks fine now, and Conway hits it forwards but intercepted there from Moss, but then just beats the ball, and it's another throw to Fylde. Good hold up play there on the far side. I think it was from Barrett. So midway inside the Woking half, throw take from Conway. Flick forwards now, cleared away on the line of the area from Cuthbert towards the centre circle. Header one from Graham, just had a nudge in the back from Brown. Anderson on the stretch, plays it behind him, intercepted from Conway. Falls it to Moss. Moss just gathers his balance and then plays it back into the feet of Yaslan. Midway into the 4 minutes of stoppage time in his first half. Goalless team Woking and Fylde. The point will be enough for the Cars to stay in the National League for a 5th consecutive season. It's a long ball towards Brown. Brown flicks it on. Burko trying to run him behind, but in the end that fell comfortably into the path of Chris Neal. Again, Neal just taking his time. Brown just saying to the referee, you're checking how much time Neal's taking it. Now Neal released it with his right foot. Up towards the far side, just bounced away from Ormerod. So it'll be a Woking throw here for Casey to take. And now heading towards the 3rd minute of stoppage time. It will be Casey to take the throw. And Casey is taking his time here now. Has the ball under his right arm. Casey takes the throw. And it's headed out of play from Hosanna for another throw to Woking just front halfway. Casey takes it. Now Burkozy pushing the back there from Mitchell. Mitchell won the header, so it will be a Woking throw for Jermaine Anderson to take. Anderson's throw to Edwards. Edwards twists and turns and pokes it now to Anderson. Anderson, tidy feet. Anderson brought down there from Ormerod. So it's a free kick to Woking. 25 seconds left in this first half. Thank you very much. And yes, we have just 15 seconds remaining in this first half, and Woking have a free kick in a dangerous position. Just to remind, a point will be enough to keep the Cards in the National League. How they'd love to seal it off with a win. So Curtis Edwards to take the free kick here for Woking, at 25 yards out. Edwards standing side on to the left of the ball. I think he'll whip this towards the back post rather than going for a goal himself. Cross towards the back post, it's hit towards goal, it's gone in! It's gone in, and Woking have taken the lead! In the last minute stoppage time, it's Tonji Akinola. A beautiful delivery for Curtis Edwards. And there was Akinola at the back post, tapped it in with his right foot, thinking off the inside the post and trickled in to the back of the net. What a goal for Woking here in the 4th minute stoppage time, the first half, from Tonji Akinola. John, just what Woking needed.
Oh my goodness me, it could not have come at a better time. Great free kick from Edwards into the box, and there was, I think it was Akinola, just to tap it home from point blank range. Joyous scenes around here, and rightly so, and it's what Woking deserve really after the way they played in the first half. They've shown no sign of nerves at all. Obviously they've missed 3 or 4 decent chances, but they've been the ones playing on the front foot all the time, and they've got their rich desserts.
Massive, massive moments in this relegation battle. Woking take the lead in the 4th minute stoppage time. There goes the half-time whistle. Tonji Akinola has Woking in front. And Woking had the better chances in that first half. Again, the best was from Dan Moss over the bar, but thankfully Akinola from the free kick prodded it home at the back post. John, your thoughts on the first half before we go back to the studio?
Well, what an end to the half, really. I was about to say before that goal went in that Woking might regret missing those glorious opportunities, but they got that all-important goal just before half-time, and that gives them a platform to build on. I have to say, I think they played really well in the first half. There've been no sign of any nerves whatsoever. They look confident, they've been aggressive, they've been positive, so far so good.
Certainly is, John. So half-time here at the Laythwaite Community Stadium, in Woking lead AFC Fylde by a 1-0. As it stands, Woking will be remaining in the National League, but I'm sure there's plenty more twists and turns to come. Back to you in the studio, Tim.
But he's doing it now, folks. He's actually doing it live on air. Dear people, do you want everyone to the stadium now, sir? Thank you, good that you don't do that.
Hello everyone, welcome back. It's Layford Community Stadium. That was some end to the first half. Tunji Akinola's goal in the 4th minute of stoppage time in that first half to get a crucial goal for Woking. Just 45 minutes separating Woking from a 5th season in non-league's top tier. And Woking about to get the second half underway. What a moment for Tunji Akinola. It was a sweetly hit free kick from Curtis Edwards from the left-hand side, floated towards the back post, and Akinola just got the vital touch to take it beyond the reach of Chris Neal. This place just lift off. We Woking getting us underway for the second half. Shooting from left to right before we get underway second half. John, this is a huge 45 minutes, so that's probably putting it lightly.
Absolutely. Yep, switch my mic on. Absolutely. You know, it's season defining, as they say.
Most certainly. So back on the way, a long ball from Edwards, headed only as far as Cuthbert on halfway. Cuthbert up towards Brown. Brown lets the ball bounce, head away from Long, and then cleared from Conway. Only as far as option number Odosina. Hits inside, hit up into the air from Anderson. Anderson towards Moss. Moss now posted towards Luca. Fylde win it back. Here's Whitehead in towards Conway, and it's a good tackle there from Dan Moss on Conway. In fact, I think that may have come off Conway last, so it looks like it'll be a Woking throw. So just a reminder, a point for Woking will be enough. They lead by a goal to nil here against Fylde. A throw from Dan Moss towards Luca. That's well shielded away there from Conway for a Fylde throw. 50 seconds gone in this second half. It's a short goal kick from Graham into Hosanna. Now flicked on there from Barrington. Ends up trickling out of play for a Woking throw. So again, Bournemouth AFC will definitely give you updates on that game in particular. Again, Woking sandwiched in between them coming into today. That is goalless at the moment. Just underway in the second half there. So throw goes back to Jaskalainen. Jaskalainen with the diagonal through the middle towards Moss. Moss flicks on towards Anderson. Conway gets there first. Conway controls his midriff and off balance hits it out, or thought he was going to hit that out ground. In the end, it just bounced over the advertising hoardings. So didn't quite judge the flight of that ball. One naked eye well enough. And now it'll be Moss to take the throw here for Woking. The attacking third goes all the way back to halfway though. Goes safe to Cuthbert. On his own up front. The closest one towards Jaskalainen. Jaskalainen long with his left foot towards the far side. Just too far away though from Jermaine Anderson. I thought had a really good first half. And preserving the ball really well. Certainly brought that energy to midfield today, where everyone's brought the energy. It was an impressive first half, but actually Woking should really have more than one goal. To short goal kick then from Neal. Now is Long to Conway. Conway dispossession Moss. Can Moss get to it? Moss won that tackle initially, but again just couldn't quite keep it in play. So that's a throw to the visitors deep inside their own half. Just over 2 minutes gone in this second half. So a throw here for the visitors to take. Headed down from Moss, control from Luca. Luca flicks it towards Brown. Header one there from Long, hook forward from Whitehead. Now first half for Cuthbert. Gives the way though to Whitehead again. Now Moss wins it back in the centre. Plays back to Edwards. Edwards floats it with his right foot. Here's Brown on the right hand side, edge of the box. Plays it a couple yards behind to Jaden Luca. Luca now cuts in. Luca plays it short to Anderson. Anderson backhills it to Luca. Luca curling shot just wide. That's a good chance to double the advantage there for Woking. Really nice combination play there. Lovely layoff for Jane Luca, and his curling low shot just wide of the post.
Yeah, more good work though from Luca. He created that opportunity. Just a shame he wasn't able to finish it. Another good incisive move from Woking.
Certainly was. Some really nice build up on the right hand side there from the Cards. Can get that second goal. That'll be a really nice breather. And Neal with the goal kick, headed down from Casey. Did it take a deflection? It didn't. It will be a throw to Fylde. And that was a really well worked move a moment ago. And Jane Luca, that's the man you want. The boys had a couple of good chances today. Hosanna Stroh, headed from Odesina now. Head up into the air from Akinola, the goal scorer. 4-minute stoppage time in that first over. That'll be the it's woken up. Here is Conway, just behind halfway. Under pressure from Dan Moss. Moss forcing Conway to try and play back. Conway trying to turn away from him. Conway forced further back and then gives it to Long. Long, slice it up in the air towards halfway. Headed one from Akinola above Ustabasi. And now Cuthbert runs onto loose ball. Cuthbert slams it through the middle. Graham just lets the ball bounce, and Brown just jumped in the air there, but just bounced over his head and into the hands of Chris Neal. Brown was central position in the penalty area, but Neal didn't quite see him coming, but it didn't matter in the end. Bounced over Brown. It was an easy catch for Neal, who rolls it to Hosanna. Hosanna under pressure from Burko. Excellent pressure from Woking, but Hosanna goes long. Just behind halfway, Edwards heads it back into Fylde half. Now Akinola gets there first. Casey hits it off Ustabasi. Now Akinola halfway, heads it down to Anson. Anson turns, plays a short pass to Burko. Burko knocks it inside to Luca. Luca inside left. Here come Woking. Jane Luca bursting forward. Still Jane Luca. What a run for Luca. Lays it off to Brown. Brown shot deflected towards goal. Just wide. Should have been a second there for Woking, but they started off the second half really brightly. Jane Lucas come out the second half excellently. Gave it to Brown. His shot just trickled wide via deflection, so it's a Woking corner.
Brilliant work again from Luca. Brown, it just sort of got caught under his feet a little bit, so he couldn't quite get a good connection on it, but it's still corner to Woking. It's going to be taken over near Mona's corner by Luca. So
Jane Luca, as John just alluded to, will be taking this corner kick. Luca towards the back post, and it falls here. A shot into the back of net. It's Akinola again. Woking are 2-0 up. A humongous step towards National League safety. Taji Akinola has really stepped up and been that hero for Woking today. Cornering for Jane Luca. Akinola smashed it into the bottom corner, and Woking have doubled their lead.
Well, a magnificent strike from Akinola. He really kept his head, looked up and drilled it low and hard into the bottom corner of the net. Fantastic for Woking, and that really does give them some breathing space. Having said that, they mustn't take their foot off the gas.
Incredible. That was a brilliant corner by way for Jane Luca, who has been outstanding at the start of the second half. And Sanji Akinola was there, one touch, smashed it into the bottom corner. No chance at all for Chris Neal. He's actually receiving treatment at the moment. And this place, the temperature in this place has gone up a notch or two now. The crowd are really believing. Michael Dooling has a smile on his face.
Well, I bet he can't believe his eyes that Akinola's bagged 2 goals.
Yeah.
I mean, the first one,
it's gone the favour of Woking. It's a second goal of the day for Tunji Akinola. He's the hero so far. It was a corner in for the right hand side from Jaden Luca. Akinola at the back post took one touch with left foot, and with the same foot smashed it into the bottom corner. And what an atmosphere it was when that second goal went. When this place lifted off, Woking have taken a big step towards survival. It's Woking 2, Fylde 0. So Fylde about to get us back underway. And Adshed gets us back underway then. Plays it back to Graham. Graham out towards the far side. Now Moss heads it down for Luca. And now Woking really have that confidence now to try and go and get another goal. Luca chips the crossing, headed away from Long. Picked up here from Ustabasi. Hooks it short, and now it's played back forward to Moss on the byline. Akinola just out-muscled there from Conway. It will be a goal kick, and Akinola was sent flying there for Conway. Again, Akinola on a hat-trick now, surely he couldn't.
Yeah, I was just saying, his first goal was something of a scuffed effort, really. We didn't get a very good view of it, but apparently he was right almost on the line and then scuffed it and then got another opportunity to whack it in. But that second goal, fabulous finish.
Certainly was. Goal kick now taken, and a turn and clearance there from Anderson. Bounces back to Chris Neal. Neal gets under control. One touches to take it outside the D. Neal along with his right foot through the centre. Header one there for Odyssey. Now runs onto his own header and volleys it towards halfway. Header from his opposite number, Conway. Falls to Moss. Moss, ball down the line, blocked from Ustabasi. That will do for Woking though. If they get the thrown out of that, if they get that third, that will surely all but be it. Odesina to take the throw here for the Cards. But this is the National League. There is plenty of twists and turns. Odesina takes the throw, flicked on from Moss. Now Brown looks to get under control. Down the right side, hooked away from Conway. Flicked further on from Whitehead. It's inside left with Ormerod. Ormerod heads it towards the centre circle. Barrett was there pushing it back from Casey. There certainly was a Fylde annoyed because the loose ball was picked up from Adshed. The referee didn't see that quick enough, and free kick awarded to Fylde, and taken a bit too quickly there from Mitchell for the referee's liking. So more frustration of the visitors. And now we can have everyone behind the ball. So we had the referee way play on. Adshed would have been through to run at the Woking defence. So 54 minutes on the clock. Woking, a few moments ago, doubled their lead through Tunji Akinola to get his second goal of the day. We need a hero. Tunji Akinola steps up. So got a free kick taken from Whitehead out towards the right side. Control from Graham. Graham puts it down the right, hit up into the air from Barrett, and Barrett's just hit that out of play in the end for a Woking throw on the far side to be taken from Josh Casey. Casey quickly in the ball. Will take the throw. Was set to go back there to Yaslan. They just hesitated as Ormerod saw the run. So now throw eventually taken from Casey. Header one from Graham. Now hit forwards towards the run of Ustabasi. Odesina clears it square. Control from Casey. Nearby to the corner flag. Casey turns, hits off Ustabasi, and that will be a goal kick to Woking again. Skipper Josh Casey, calm, composed there, knew exactly what to do. Ustabasi coming across, just hit it off him. That is a goal kick to Woking. Just a reminder, Bournemouth and AFC still 0-0, but Woking doing their job at the moment. They are 2-0 up against Fylde, so nothing else matters if Woking do their part. They only need a point to stay up. But Wilton have turned it around at Oldham though, so that's massive for them. And Solihull York is still goalless. So Jaskalainen, just over 10 minutes gone in the second half, takes the goal kick with his left foot through the centre towards Brown. Header one from Graham. Header from Whitehead, just over halfway. Ormerod, tackle from Cuthbert, then loose ball forwards Cuthbert to tackle again against Whitehead. Now Moss carries it over halfway. Moss plays it down line for Luca. Luca holds up, brilliant turn for Jane Luca. Excellent feet from Luca, but tackle in from Mitchell. Clearance from Long. In the middle, the Fylde half headed down for Odesina. Good touch there from Mitchell, gets in front of his man. Now Mitchell gets away from Brown. Mitchell brought down there from Anson just inside the centre circle. Again, the referee had a really good view of that. Free kick to the visitors, which will be taken here from Ethan Mitchell. Pings it with his right foot out to the far side. Good control from Barrett. Now up against Casey. Casey slowed him down. Burko's there for support as well. Good interception from Anderson from Barrett's pass, and Anderson bundled down to the ground from Barrett. And that will do very, very nicely for Woking again. Since the second goal, they've kept their heads down, let Fylde back into it. Again, Woking just need to keep up these intensity levels, and they will certainly get up the line, get over the line. By the way, Old Chop equalised at Dagenham. Dorking, Hartlepool's now pulled back for 3-2 in Hartlepool's favour. Chesterfield lead made there by 2-1. Barnet 3-1 up against Kidderminster. Oldham lead Oxford by goals to nil. So just some later scores in National League. By the way, Oldham have equalised against Wilson. So that's good news for Woking in terms of their chances of finishing in front of Wilston. So free kick taken from Jaskalainen towards the area, headed away from Conway. Headed up into the air from Brown. Now it's inside the box, but headed out the box again for Long. Falls in the centre for Edwards to hook it back towards the penalty area. Brown wins the flick on, breaks to Luca right side of the box, but the offside flag is up there against Jaden Luca. And that movement from Luca is so impressive. Him and Brown have linked up really well today. I think the call from Michael Doyle for them two to lead the line has been a perfect one. And putting Corbeau and Kendall to the bench. Goal kick taken from free kick taken from Neil, and header for Ustabasi. Play that falls here to Odesina. Odesina goes long towards Brown, just too high there for Reece Brown. And now Neil rolls it short. Now here's Graham to Hosanna. Hosanna whips it just over halfway. Far side. Cuthbert clears back into the Fylde half. Just control from Burko. Backing into Hosanna. It's been a good battle between them two today. Burko turns down, has Anderson support. Anderson keeps his balance up against Mitchell. Mitchell puts in left footed tackle. That will be a throw to Woking. About midway inside the Fylde half on the left. Again, Casey, the skipper, will take this one. Casey throws it back into the feet of Cuthbert. And now is Odesina. Odesina goes square to Cuthbert. Cuthbert, a couple yards behind halfway. Stays calm, plays it back to Odosina, just around the centre circle. Odosina. Just go simple back to Jääskeläinen. Outside of his box. Jääskeläinen now telling his team to push higher up. Jääskeläinen up towards Anton. Reaches Brown though, inside left. Woking in the attacking third. Brown out on that left-hand side. Plays it through now. Has a chance for a third. It's played square towards Luca. And it's deflected off Conway into the hands of Niels Anton, who squared that towards Luca. But Fylde defended that in the nick of time. And now Fylde play it towards halfway from Whitehead. Header one from Edwards. Header down there from Mitchell. Now here's Adshed. Can Fylde half the deficit here. Woking 2, Fylde 0. So Woking will be staying up as things stand. Here is Mitchell. Out to the right hand side. Ball played back into the feet of Mitchell from Adshed. Just in front of the centre circle. And it's a cross from Conway towards the back post. Good tackle there from Casey. And it cleared away from Edwards. And that will be a foul throw. Great defending there from Curtis Edwards. Now Fylde take the throw back. Hosanna into the feet of Neil. So Graham back to Neil. Some discussions going on between Michael Dool and Ben Turner. Clearance from the Fylde goalkeeper. Intercept from Burko just in front of halfway. Fylde have it again. Mitchell short into the feet of Hosanna. Here's Ethan Mitchell, right-footed. Into the feet. Oh. And now it's down the line here from Conway. Just missed the path of Ustabasi. Odosina was there to intercept. Odosina just over halfway. Odosina now plays it down the line too high there for Luca. And that will be cleared away though from Neil. Couldn't take any chances. And that is a goal. Is a throw in, I should say, to Woking. So again, Bournemouth and Ebbsfleet just confirm that is still 0-0 in that one. And some substitutions going on here. So coming off for Fylde is Danny Whitehead on this place. Is Owen Jarrett Evans. So that is the first substitution made of the day. As Woking now preparing to take the throw here. It will be Moss to take it. Just level the penalty area on the right hand side. Throws it to Brown, back towards Moss. Nice fleck inside from there from Moss. Lovely skill. Luca back to Akinola. Akinola puts in the cross towards the back post, headed away from Graham. Being chased down there from Mitchell. Mitchell gets in front of Burko. Good sliding challenge there from Burko. Did come off Burko last. I think he was trying to appeal for a throw there in Woking's favour. Again, Michael Doyle will be preparing a sub very shortly. So just to confirm, Bournemouth 0, AFC 0. Other scores down at the bottom: Oldham 2, Wilston 0, and Solihull Moors 0, York 0. So there are the scores in and around Woking. But the most important one here, the Layfake Community Stadium. Woking had their fate in their own hands, and they're doing their own job. They're 2-0 up against Fylde. In fact, actually, the referee's going to free kick by way to Fylde. So that was a foul from Burko, according to the referee. Neil takes it, and it's a waste of a free kick. Too high there for Barrett. And that will be a throw for Woking to take. So it looks like it'll be Manny Oileke to come on, and it is indeed Manny Oileke. Will be coming on very shortly, just to shore up that midfield. Ricky also warming up just in front of John Knight. Throw taken down the far side from Woking. Head up into the air from Hosanna. Now volley towards the centre circle. Bit of time on the ball here for Conway. Conway plays it towards the right hand side. That's too far in front of Ustabasi. Good touch there from Odosina. Now it's left for Moss. There was contact there on the back of Moss from Ustabasi. Inside right channel, and that'll be a throw to Woking. About 10 yards behind halfway. So I think Jääskeläinen, will Jääskeläinen come across towards the ball? I'm not quite sure. Again, Oileke will be coming on shortly. Don't think quite yet. As Cuthbert does lead the ball for Jääskeläinen to take the free kick here for Woking. So it's Woking 2, Fylde 0. Close to the 63rd minute here at Layfake Community Stadium. Woking are getting closer, but again, not over the line yet. Bournemouth Ebbsfleet is 0-0. Jääskeläinen takes the free kick for Woking with his left foot towards the box, looking for Cuthbert, and it just bounced too far away for Cuthbert. And Neil grasped it on the bounce and out, rolls it quickly to Hosanna. Hosanna, flat ball, flicked from Ormrod just behind him. Now here come Fylde with Ustabasi. Good sliding challenge there from Burko, but Fylde play it out towards the right hand side. Good tackle there from Luke. Now hit it up into the air and head it out for a foul throw from Josh Casey. Now it will be a throw here for Fylde to take. Hosanna will be the one to take it. So I think the substitution for Woking will finally be happening, I think. It doesn't look like yet. Manny Oileke will be coming on. Jermaine Anderson off. I think he's had a really good game today. Again, he's given so much into this match, and understandable as to why Anderson is coming off for Oileke. So, John, what do you make of the substitution? Bring Manny Oileke on.
Well, on his day, he's a quality player, and you know it could be just what Woking need, as you say, to shore things up. Anderson going off, and I think he's put in a really good shift today. And you know, it's good to see him getting a good round of applause too from the KRE. I think he's been excellent today, and I think Woking have been so good today. As I say, given the occasion, you know, what's been impressive is they haven't shown any signs of nerves right from the off. They've been at it, they've been on it, and they've been looked really confident out there. Great energy levels too.
So throw taken for Fylde, head away for Cuthbert. Just confirm as well, Charlie Kendall's gone for Reece Browns, has a double sub made from Woking, so some fresh legs up front as well. Cleared away from Manny Oileke. Now here's Edwards. Edwards heading towards halfway. Edwards lays it through to Luca. Luca midway inside the Fylde half, on left hand side, tried to set away Burko, intercepted from Hosanna, falls back to Luca, ball clipped towards the box, and on the bounce that was comfortable there for Chris Neal to collect. Charlie Kendall in front of him, just put him off. So again, there's fresh legs of Kendall up front as well. Kendall chasing down long. Good tackle there from Kendall, but it does fall into the feet of Conway. Kendall, another challenge. He caught long late there. Kendall needs to be careful. He's going to get a yellow card. Kendall's been on for a matter of seconds, and he's already on a yellow card. Not exactly the start you want to see there from Charlie Kendall. I do like the intensity, of course, but maybe not being that rash. Again, clearly caught Adam Long late there. So free kick to Fylde. 25 minutes to go. And if Woking can preserve this, or at least get a point, but I think now in this position they'll want to win the game, of course. They will be remaining in the National League for a 5th consecutive season. And that is a really, really poor free kick taken there from Neal. Down the left-hand side. Was aiming to find Barrett, couldn't find him in the end. So Woking had the throw here on the near side. 66 minutes on the clock. Woking 2, Fylde 0. Highway to let you know, Bournemouth Ebbsfleet is still 0-0. Other scores at the bottom: Oldham Wilston 2-2 and Solihull Moors York City 0-0. Cuthbert with the throw, just over halfway, headed in field from Conway. That finds his teammate Hosanna. Hosanna lifts up in the air in the centre circle. Akinola heads forwards towards the inside left. But Burko loses balance against Hosanna. Good work there for Oileke. Step in now. Burko into the feet. Edwards Woking, the attacking third. Edwards finds Kendall left side of the box. Kendall's shot across the face of goal, just trickles wide. Really good chance there for a third goal. Third chance for Charlie Kendall. Lovely ball from Edwards, and that shot from Kendall wasn't too far from going in, John.
It wasn't, but it was lovely work from Edwards. He kept his cool, kept his composure, picked out Kendall, and it was a decent snap shot, really.
So goal kick to be taken in now from Neal, but that was again really nice through ball there from Edwards. A bit of a tight angle for Kendall, but he did well with that to certainly cause angst in the Fylde's ranks. Almost looked like it was trickling in, so goal kick taken. Moss wins the header, controlled it from Kendall, and Kendall wins the free kick, wins the throw in it. Just the feisty challenge there from Evans. By the way, a bit of concern there for Conor Barrett, jumped with Dan Moss just a few moments ago. Can still just face down on the ground, though he's slightly sitting up now. Probably feeling a bit winded after Moss beat him in the air, and then just a moment after that, Kendall collected the ball, and I think Evans just tried to leave one in on Kendall after Kendall left one in long just a minute ago. Woking got thrown out of that, taken from Moss, header from Conway. Is that come off Akinola or Evans last? It's come off Akinola last. Oh, here's a throw here for Moss to take.
It's good to see that Woking are not letting up.
It is indeed. 68 minutes played. It's still Woking 2, Fylde 0. They had a chance to make it 3 moments ago. Curtis Edwards, lovely through ball towards Charlie Kendall, left side of the area. His shot went across the face of goal and just wide. But Woking managing this game superbly. They're getting closer and closer to National League safety. So Just over 20 minutes to play. Woking 2, Fylde 0. So, corner for Jaden Luca to take here on the right-hand side for Woking. Luca, right arm raised, whips in. It's an in-swing, it's cleared away comfortably at the near post from Conway. Now Akinola, Edwards almost got each other's way, but now Edwards does manage to get the ball, lifts it out to Luca. Luca holding off Conway. Conway now just leans into Luca. He just loses his balance, and it will be a throw here for Fylde deep inside their own half. Will be Conway to take it. So again, Woking had the perfect scenario, in control of their own destiny. They've handled it brilliantly. They lead here by 2-0, just over 20 minutes to go. So substitution here for Fylde. Tom Walker on for Danny Ormrod. Ormrod's been isolated up front. Today it's been a frustrating one for him. So another substitution made it from Fylde. So off comes Danny Adshed and Jack Morris on in his place. So there are substitutions made by Fylde. So throw here now for Fylde to eventually take the deep inside their own half. Conway down the left hand side, and Moss just lets that bounce out of play, held off his man really well. That will be a throw now for Woking to take on the right hand side. Moss to Kendall, controls that nicely with his left foot. Nice turn for Kendall, trying to get towards the box, and Kendall is barged into there by Ethan Mitchell. Free kick to Woking. 20 minutes remaining. Woking 2-0 up and have a free kick to take here on the right hand side. Tidy feet from Charlie Kendall, and again Mitchell just barged into him. That was a clear free kick there for the referee to give. And Charlie Kendall added a great burst of energy since coming on. The substitutions, I have to say, from Michael Dole proved to be spot on so far. So Tunji Akinola is the hero as things stand.
Yeah, there's been no let up, has there, in the intensity levels at all. Woking have kept it going. Fylde really haven't had a sniff.
The approach has been spot on from Michael Dole today, and the intensity, the calmness of the team. And Akinola, the way he took his chances. Woking could have had more goals there. They're putting a really excellent performance so far. Can they get another one here? Edwards with a free kick. Just miss Akinola at the back post again, trying to get his hat-trick. It's a little bit too high for him. And again, that combination wasn't a million miles away from striking again. With Edwards putting the free kick for Akinola to put home. So throw here for Fylde to take it. Will be Bryce Hosanna to take the throw. Hosanna's throw flicked on. And it's now found Cuthbert. Cuthbert plays it back to Jaskalainen on the line of his box. Jaskalainen inside left. Now Jaskalainen long towards Moss, just over halfway. Moss heads it down. In set from Long. Breaks it to Akinola. Luca almost got his way. Akinola got the ball out of his feet, but he's going to wait to Hosanna. Ball still inside the Fylde half. Here's Hosanna. He's over halfway. That's a slip there. And now it's a chance here for Evans to get him behind. That's a good tackle one, though, from Tunji Akinola. Great work. There now, it's a challenge on Oileke as well on the far side, and that is a free kick to Woking again. The challenge came from Jack Morris. It was actually a big by Mandy Oileke on the far side. Good tidy feet. Yeah, just forced that challenge there from Jack Morris. Again, the game management for Woking has been superb. 18 minutes separate them from National League safety. Just a reminder, Woking only need a point to survive. They're doing more than that. They're 2-0 up at the moment. Bournemouth, Ebbsfleet still goalless. Other games around the bottom, Solihull Moors, York goalless, and 2-all between Oldham and Wilson. So in that battle at the moment, it is Woking the only team winning. So Jaskalainen now midway inside the Woking half. Just plants the ball on the ground. He'll take the free kick. And he'll probably be looking for Dan Moss with the diagonal, I presume. And Jaskalainen just set himself. Referee blows his whistle, and Jaskalainen left foot is swollen for the middle, does look for Dan Moss. Moss has it into the box, it's flicked backwards, and Kendall chasing it down. The flick came from Graham, and the flag, offside flag has gone up against Woking there. So Neil puts the ball down, just telling his team to push a bit higher up before he takes his free kick. 17 minutes to go here. Woking 2, Fylde 0. Neil with the free kick, header one from Casey, the skipper. Now Hosanna's header. Headed back into the Fylde half. Fylde have it in the centre with Ustabasi. Nice turn there for Ustabasi. Chance here for the visitors now to come through the middle. Ustabasi close towards the box, gives it to his left to Walker. Walker's cross deflects into the path of Ustabasi. Ustabasi shot blocked. That's an excellent block there. And that falls here into the feet midway inside the Woking half from Conway. It was Odosina, excellent block. Mitchell's ball forwards. Odosina under pressure, and then Cuthbert comes across, deals with it, gets across the face of Ustabasi. Time now for Cuthbert, and clips it up towards Kendall. Kendall wins the flick on, but Luca wasn't making that run behind. Falls to Graham. Graham back to Neil. Kendall leading the chase. Neil clears out of his area. Flick on from Evans. Bounces towards halfway. And Odosina climbs really well against Ustabasi, but Fylde get the ball back. Just behind halfway is a long ball hit from Conway with his left foot. Again, dealt with well. Cuthbert's header goes out of play for a Fylde throw on the left-hand side. Again, a young spectator throws the ball up in the end. He's pretty proud of himself, heads it back to Conway. It's a nice little round of applause as well from the Woking fans to our left. He certainly enjoyed that moment, that young fan. So a throw from Conway. Now Conway has it back off Walker. Conway drifts inside, close to the D. Squares it now to his right. Chance across to come in. And now a shot towards the near post. Good save there from Jaskelainen. It was Connor Barrett. Just drove into the box on the right-hand side. Tried to beat Jaskelainen at his near post, but he was more than alert there. The Woking shot stopper. Pretty routine save for a goalkeeper, but Barrett certainly got a lot behind that shot. Pressure not over yet though. Corner kick for Fylde to take on the far side. So it will be Tom Walker to take it, who's come on this second half for Fylde. Quarter of an hour at the Layfake Community Stadium. Woking 2, Fylde 0. As it stands, that'll be Woking staying up. Walker with the corner, was bundled in the box. It's cleared away out the 6-yard area from Odosina. Now it's played in field. Played back now towards halfway to Hosanna. So quarter now left at Layfake Community Stadium. Still Woking 2, Fylde 0. Woking managing this game really well though. There was a chance for Barrett of Fylde a moment ago. His shot tried to beat Jaskelainen near post, but Jaskelainen was alert to it. So 15 minutes to go here. Woking are getting closer and closer to National League survival. Woking 2, Fylde 0. Mitchell gets away from Edwards through the centre circle. Now squares it to Evans, plays it a few yards behind him, back in his own half to Hosanna. Hosanna finds Mitchell in the centre circle. Mitchell, nice turn away from Luca. Now a bit of speed for Conway, inside left. Michael Dool telling his team to push up a little bit, and that's a good work there from Odosina, twisting and turning, and then just fouled there from his opposite number in Max Conway.
Well, Odosina, he's been fantastic out there today. He really, really has. What I like about him is when he makes a mistake, you know, he's quick enough to react. He's got pace as well. He's looked really, really impressive, I think.
I'll tell you what, if Akinola hadn't got those 2 goals, Odosina would be my man of the match for sure. I completely agree. He has read everything superbly today, and I said this before about Odosina as well in the run, and he's really stepped up.
Yeah,
massively. Outstanding performances from him. Jaskelainen with the free kick towards the area, headed away for long. Ball still looping up inside the box. Luca wins header. Now Graham heads out the box again. Header one there from Akinola. Now it falls here for Burko. Oh, that is outstanding. Another goal here at the Layfake Community Stadium for Kevin Burko. Inside left, just under 25 yards out, whacked it with the laces of his left boot. No chance of Chris Neal. 3-0 to Woking, and they'll be remaining in the National League next season.
Goodness me, it's that man Burko again with that left foot of his. What an absolute pile driver. He was miles out, hit it low and hard, and it went past the keeper, and hopefully that's it.
That was some hit there for Kevin Burko. Hit it so sweetly with that left foot. And this has been a superb performance in Woking. They would have taken any sort of a right result, but they've done this in style this afternoon. It could be even more than 3. 3's the least they deserve. That was a superb hit from Kevin Burko. It's gone to Woking. I think it's party time now here at the Layfake Community Stadium. Kevin Burko with another goal on home soil. It fell to him inside left, just under 25 yards out, whacked it superbly. No chance to foul goalkeeper Chris Neal. And Woking now have moved a huge step closer to National League survival. All but there. It's Woking 3, Fylde 0. Here's Cuthbert now, heads it down to Casey. Hit on the bounce from Manny Oileke, and Woking get number 4. Kevin Burko Drifts inside. Burko pokes it towards Kendall. Just took a deflection, no. Take the pace off the ball. And it's rolled into the feet of Neil. Now it's good tackle there from Kendall and Mitchell. It's in the centre circle with Burko. Played back from Kendall to Odesina. Odesina barged into Ustabasi at Woking. Started the ball midway inside the foul half. Inside right with Charlie Kendall. Kendall now forced that wide. Ustabasi with the foul. I thought it was a foul. Nothing given. Odesina clears out of play and it'll be a fouled throw. And again, that is just what Woking needed. 2-0. They're feeling fairly safe, but that third now has really calmed things down, John.
Yeah, 2-0. Always a little bit uncomfortable, isn't it? Because they get one back and it's squeaky bum time. But yeah, that third goal hopefully has killed it. And what important goals Burko scored for Woking. He really, really has. He
has been outstanding, low signing. Ball loops up towards Luca, middle of the foul half. Headed down to Edwards now. And now it's played out to Burko, inside left. Oileke, square to Akinola. Akinola still in the hat-trick, you know. Odesina to Luca. That's Akinola, square to Odesina. Woking just keeping the ball so comfortably here. Just over 10 minutes to go at Layfake Community Stadium. And then Woking will likely be officially safe, barring 4 foul goals. That would be some collapse if that did happen. But again, Woking have just been outstanding though at the back today. Haven't given up any chances. Now Jaskelainen, long ball headed away there from Graham. And that just barged into Burko. And that will be a Woking throw. Referee's blew his whistle there, but yeah, it is just going to be a Woking throw. I thought for a second he'd given a free kick, but it is just a Woking throw. So 10 minutes to go. Woking 3, Fylde 0. The dream position for Woking to be in to secure National League survival. In front of the home fans, 3-0 up. And throw taken now. Couldn't quite find Edwards. It's been cleared away from Mitchell towards halfway. Morris out muscle from Cuthbert. Cuthbert just lent it into him. And that is a Woking throw for Casey to take. And again, the skipper will just manage the time properly. Is there another substitution coming on? It looks like there will be. So on comes Lewis Walker for Woking. Good to see him back on the pitch. And Jane Luca off. And what can we say about Jane Luca, John? He has made some difference this season.
Yeah, he has. It's been a superb loan signing. Let's give credit to the manager and bringing him in. But he's been really, really impressive, and you do feel that, you know, if he can continue this progress, he's got a very, very bright future.
Oh, certainly, yeah. Good to see Lewis Walker back on the pitch as well. Just some again, minutes for him, and again, what a game to come on into. 3-0 up. Home crowd buoyant. Almost there to secure National League survival. So throw taken on the far side from Casey, just front halfway. Walker couldn't quite get under control. Cleared from Graham, only as far as Casey. Casey under pressure on Ustabasi. And Casey's managed to win Woking another throw. Midway inside the foul half. Take from Casey on the left, and now controlled it from Walker. Walker holding off Graham. Loose ball falls to Casey, but leaves it for a throw. So he saw they took off Graham last, and Woking indeed do have the throw in. Throw taken from Casey. And now Walker tries to hold it up. And that's a free kick to Fylde. Again, just Graham seems to have a shirt pulled there from Walker. So Neil to take the free kick here, in line with his area. On the far side, Neil with his right foot. Just over halfway. Flicked on from Barrett. Ustabasi fails to keep it in play. Well, actually, it took a touch off Casey, I think it was. So will be a foul throw. Midway inside the Woking half on the far side. So it is left here for Hosanna to take. Hosanna has Morris close by. Hosanna throws it down the line, cut out with the left foot of Casey. Another foul throw. Well, getting away a goal wouldn't be the end of the world, but how Woking would love to seal us off and start get that clean sheet as well. And the defence has really improved under Michael Dawn. As time has gone on under his management. Throw taken quickly from Fylde. Cross into the box. The touch of Ustabasi cleared out 6-yard area. And out the box altogether from Cuthbert. Now Walker inside its own half. Gets the ball under control. Now a bit of space here for Walker to play it to Burko. Burko over halfway. And now here come Woking on the left-hand side. Cut back to Edwards. Now first time from Oileke to Edwards. Just front halfway. Oileke in possession. Again plays it short to his left to Edwards. Again Woking calm with the ball. Oilek back in the centre circle, square for Odesina. 7 minutes to go, normal time at Layfake Community Stadium. Woking 3, Fylde 0. National League safety is almost confirmed for Woking. Cuthbert drills it towards the right hand side, bit too high for Moss. Head away from Conway. Touch here from Evans and managed to keep him playing. Hits over halfway down left-hand side, and that will bounce back into Jääskeläinen's box. Takes it comfortably. Again, Woking just need to see this one out professionally. Jääskeläinen released it with his left foot through the middle towards Walker. Walker climbed for it, ball head off the back of his head. Long's head, and now Graham heads out the box, and coming onto it is the Walker AFC Fylde, and here's Tom Walker, plays it back, cleared away from Conway. It's in centre of the Fylde half. There was a foul committed there from Manny Oileke just through the back of Jack Morris. He's caught his ankle, and that will be a free kick to Fylde just inside their own half. 6 minutes to go here at the Leyfake Community Stadium. Free kick was attempted to be taken quickly there from Mitchell. Yeah, too quickly for the referee's liking. And that will be pulled back for a retake for Fylde. By the way, Bournemouth FC still 0-0 though. Of course, Woking are doing their own job. 3-0 up here. But I thought I'd just remind you the other scores. And Wilson now 3 top at Oldham. As it stands, Wilson will be back in front of Woking in the table. Conway puts the long ball forwards, headed away from Cuthbert. Here's Fylde on left-hand side, Morris. Level with the penalty area. Morris plays it back to Walker. Now in field. Here is Mitchell. Mitchell up against Edwards. Edwards, great standing challenge with his right foot. Now Edwards plays it in field to Kendall. Kendall in space, nice turn. Zips over halfway. Burko now gets the touch right. Bit of heavy pass on Kendall, but Burko now looking to get inside. Burko sits it through the middle. Couldn't quite find Edwards. Well read there from Adam Long. Long dispossessed, but now it falls loose to Morris. Morris squared to Tom Walker. Walker harassed from Moss and Edwards. Edwards wins the ball back. It falls towards Lewis Walker and cleared away in neck of time for Conway. Back in the Woking half, which is met by the head of Cuthbert onto the chest of Edwards. Edwards back to Moss. Moss right and halfway. Moss is pass block from Walker. Now falls to Olasina. Hits it forwards first time. Squared it from Walker. Combined with Kendall. Here's Lewis Walker. Holds off his man in Conway. Plays out to Edwards. Edwards back inside to Walker. Walker close to the area. Been sent out a bit wide now. Plays it a few yards behind to Moss. Woking in the centre now with Akinola. Gives it to Oileke. Lovely turn for Oileke through the middle. Oileke now slides it through towards Walker. Just a little bit in behind Walker there from that Oileke pass. Good attempt there from Manny Oileke as Woking in search of number 4. But again, good attempt there from Oileke. Just a little bit in behind Walker, John.
Yeah, again, good to see Woking not taking their foot off the gas. Good to see them still trying to score a 4th.
Oh, certainly it's a ball from Neil towards Oosterbasi, contested with Cuthbert. Cuthbert clears in the centre circle here with Owen Jarrett Evans. Evans, a couple of yards behind him, is the feet Hosanna. Now out towards the right side to Barrett. Here's Barrett, look at the charge into the box. Barrett gets the pace to get into the box. Barrett's ball cleared away with the right foot Olasina. Out of the box. In the middle of the Woking half, Mitchell lifts it towards the right hand side. Here's Hosanna. Hosanna, infield to Mitchell. Plays it short to Walker. Here's Tom Walker, edge of the box now. Can finally at least get one back. Oosterbasi, lovely piece of skill. And there's Jääskeläinen, brave goalkeeping to get there before Oosterbasi. They slid quickly towards the ball and got a grasp of it really well there. Nice skill from Oosterbasi. He thought that was going to be his moment to at least get on the score sheet today, but Jääskeläinen had other ideas to stop him. Again, Jääskeläinen desperate to keep that clean sheet. Yeah. Jääskeläinen now left-footed ball forwards towards the Walker. Lewis Walker wins the flick on to Kendall's. A little push there from Walker on Hosanna. So 3 minutes to go here of normal time at Leyfake Community Stadium. Woking only needed points today, but they've gone above and beyond that. They lead Fylde by 3-0. Double from Tunji Akinola, and Kevin Burko joined him on the score sheet with a pile-driving left-footed shot. Free kick taken for Fylde down the right-hand side, and now Cuthbert gets it back of Oosterbasi. Cuthbert towards Burko. Just got away from Burko. Fylde throw, but again, Woking just so well organised at the back today. Really haven't looked like conceding a goal. Even when Oosterbasi, that lovely piece of skill a moment ago to put it through the legs of Cuthbert, there was Jääskeläinen to the rescue. Everyone's helped each other. It's been a top team performance from Woking today. So here's Fylde on the ball with Hosanna. Hosanna, tackle from Oileke. It comes off Hosanna's right leg last, and that will be a Woking throw. Just behind halfway on the left-hand side, slowly coming across towards the ball is Josh Casey. He's led the team brilliantly today. Casey on the far side. There's Dan Moss just in the centre circle doing up his shoelaces. So Casey now with the throw. Controlled there from Walker. Back to Casey. Casey hits off a far play and it breaks here to Graham. Graham heavy touch. Is that foul there on Walker? Walker pokes it forwards. The referee doesn't give a foul. Almost fell to Moss, but Conway stays calm. Plays it back now into the feet of Neil. Neil looking for Oosterbasi on halfway. Odesina wins that aerial duel. Lifted into the Woking half, it's flicked on from Ustabasi against Odesina. Cleared away from Akinola. Falls in the middle of the foul half to Mitchell. Back to Graham. Graham across to Hosanna. Mitchell on that side in support. Hosanna hits that off Burko. Now Barrett tries to cut inside. He does do so against Edwards. Burko turns. Now it's a good turn there. Now played into the feet of Hosanna. It was a nice turn for Barrett a moment ago to play that into the feet of Hosanna. Now Hosanna just behind halfway again. Woking in their tight shape, and now sharp pass to Ustabasi just over halfway, being harassed from Odesina. Managed to get out his feet quickly to Barrett. But again, fouled only just inside the Woking half. Woking have everyone behind the ball. Ball played towards the centre. Cut out really well there from Akinola, who's on a hat-trick. Could he get it with a minute of normal time ever remaining, plus whatever stoppage time is awarded here? Ball's now back with Jaskalainen. Jaskalainen just inside his area. And probably go long towards Kendall Walker. Walker raises his left arm, just moves more into the centre. It goes towards the inside right channel, looking for Walker, headed away from long. Flicked and field from Evans. Now time here for Mitchell to run over halfway, being chased down there from Kendall. And Mitchell plays a really poor pass in behind Walker. And that will be a throw, I think, to Woking. Yes, it will be. Again, now we're about to enter stoppage time very shortly. Just 20 seconds of normal time to go. And the Woking players look flat out on their feet, but the energy they've put into this game has been tremendous. Again, quick drinks breakers. Woking have a man down.
Dan Moss,
inside. It is Dan Moss, yep. Just been treated it. Hopefully nothing serious again. He's been so energetic down the right flank all day. By the way, 5 minutes of stoppage time. And Woking will be officially a National League team for the 5th consecutive season. By the way, just to update you on the other scores in this relegation battle: Bournemouth 0, Ebbsfleet 0, Oldham 2, Wilston 3, and Solihull Moors have taken the lead against York. So a bit of drama down the bottom. York will be hoping that they will be fine. As it stands, it will be Bournemouth plummeting down into the National League South. As Moss now back on his feet, being escorted to the sidelines. So just confirmed, 5 minutes of stoppage time. Woking are 3-0 up here against Ezzy Fylde. And now minutes away from confirming survival. So ready to get back underway just in a sec.
And the crowd today is 3,889, so a really, really good turnout.
That's fantastic to see. Again, so there is 4 minutes left here at the Layfake Community Stadium. Woking lead, Fylde by 3-0. So a minute stoppage time gone. Cuthbert takes a throw. Flick back from Walker into the centre. Oyeleke plays back in the centre circle to Casey. Casey now tying the ball, pokes it to Cuthbert. Cuthbert back first time to Jaskalainen, just outside his box, long with his left foot towards the far point. Walker not giving up the chase against Conway. Conway on the byline, just sees the ball out. And Fylde get the goal kick, and this place is ready to lift off again. Just heading towards the 2nd minute of stoppage time. Just a reminder, 5 minutes were awarded. So goal kick here for Fylde. Fylde at least get themselves on the score sheet. Neil, the flat goal kick. Sells of Akinola's had it chested back from Ustabasi. Out on halfway with Evans. Good tackle there from Edwards, but Evans keeps his balance and wins it back. Now it's Conway. Goes long through the middle, headed away from Cuthbert. That's a really nice touch there from Oyeleke. So now enter the 2nd minute of stoppage time. 3 to go. Long from Casey. Headed away from Graham. Now Fylde have it on the right side. Flicked and field from Barrett. Morris beaten to it from Burko. Burko. His right foot back to Casey. And there's Jaskalainen now, just in front of the 6-yard area. Calm pass to Casey. Casey plays it forwards. And then it's a foul there on Josh Casey. And that will be a free kick to Woking. And Casey just goes down to the ground, just holding his right foot. And Oyeleke just helps him back off the ground. So free kick here for Woking to take. 2 minutes of stoppage time left here. at the Layford Community Stadium. Thank you very much, Rob. It is Woking 3, AFC Fylde 0. Woking are 2 minutes away from confirming National League safety. What a performance it's been from the Cards today. A Tunji Akinola double accompanied by a thunderous Kevin Burko strike as Yaskalainen now takes the free kick, headed away from Graham, and that will be a Woking throw just in front of halfway on the far side. As Casey just trots across slowly towards the ball. And Casey's led this team excellently today. Just wait to take the throw. Casey eventually receives the ball from a member of the Fylde support, and now throw taken towards Walker. Here's Kendall just outside the box, goes a shot straight at Neil. And now Neil will just look forward to it. He doesn't have many options, the Fylde goalkeeper. It's now about to enter the last minute of stoppage time. Woking are almost there. Need for some Odyssey there in the centre circle. Now it's found Mitchell. Mitchell out to the right hand side. Barrett collects it on the stretch. Barrett's cross towards the box, and Moss does really well at the back post, let the ball run across him, carries it out the area. A bit of heavy touch there from Dan Moss. So 50 seconds to go. Walker to take the throw for Fylde. Now leaves it for Conway. Fylde just looking for a consolation goal here. Conway on the left hand side. The throw just taken from the visitors. Conway up against Moss. By the corner flag, Conway goes down to the ground. The referee has awarded a free kick to Fylde. So the chance then to get the ball into the box and try and get goal to their name. So full time has gone at Bournemouth. They've drawn 0-0 at Ebbsfleet. So that means Bournemouth are relegated to the National League South. Woking can start the party now. There is a free kick here for Fylde to take for Tom Walker on the left hand side. Walker lifts it towards the back post, too high for Graham. Curtis Edwards now gets down the far side, holds off Morris. Edwards turns it, maybe chance number 4. That is that! Woking remain in the National League. What a game for Woking. Again, so many nerves coming into today, but the players didn't feel any nerves at all. They defeated Fylde by 3-0 in an accomplished team performance, and probably the best under Michael Doull's reign. And Tunji Akinola, the hero for today, he scored the first 2 goals. First in the 4th minute of stoppage time from Edwards' free kick. Just got the vital touch in Akinola to take it beyond the goalkeeper. Then in the second half, Akinola, early second half goal to really get that breathing space to Woking. And then Kevin Burko to seal things off, a powerful shot inside left into the bottom corner of Neil's net. John, some pure emotions. Woking are safe in National League. So much relief, so much joy around the place at the moment.
Well, never in doubt, was it? Right from the outset, though, Woking were on it. It's been a superb performance. It really has, as I say. You know, you wondered in the first half whether they were going to rue those missed opportunities, but they got their noses in just before half-time. And then in the second half, they powered on. They never let up. The intensity levels were excellent, and they scored 3 really good goals. And you know, deservedly run out winners today. And what really impressed me was that they showed no anxiety at all. They were supremely confident out there, and that's down to the manager really getting the players properly prepared, and they were excellent today.
Yeah, it just looked so relaxed. It was such an accomplished team performance. And yeah, just on the pitch, there's been a flare throw on the pitch. No fans have actually got on the pitch, but again, the players are embracing each other, clapping the fans all around the ground. They just look relieved, but again, smiles on the faces. It's been a long, hard season for Woking. They've left it to the final day, but they've left their best performance of the season to the final day. So let's head back now to the Dagenham Aldershot game. And